Hello? Oh, hey, manager. Okay, hey, how's it going? Oh, you want me to come back to work? You see, I think I'm gonna have to say no. I won't be coming back. Yeah, that's very nice, but I have to go and follow my dreams. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for wishing me well. I wish you all the best too. Thank you. Click. In this video, I'm going to go over why I quit my job and what you can learn from my experience. Welcome back. My name is Caleb Oliver and welcome to my YouTube channel. Alright, let's get started. So, this whole video is pretty much about why I quit my job. So let me give you a little bit of history about it. So I started working at my job in October of 2018. I was an airport employee. I won't name the company just to keep everything, nice and loose and light. But I worked at the airport and I started in October 2018. Now, fast forward to March 2020, I was furloughed because of the pandemic. And during this time, I was getting my real estate license. And just to give a little bit of history on that, I've been doing that intermittently ever since about September 2019. I had to take an online course, and which is a 75-hour course in New York here. And then I had to pass the online test. Then I have to pass the state test. Then I become an agent. So I took the online test, and then I passed the test for that 75-hour course in March 2020. Then I was just about to take my test to get my real estate license in March, somewhere between March and April, and then everything shut down because of the pandemic. So I had to wait. So when everything opened back up, they scheduled me for a test in August, but I needed a little bit more time, so I took the test in September. Took it, passed it, great. And then I started looking for a brokerage. I took about a month to look for a brokerage. I really was just debating between two, and ultimately I chose to go with Monticello Real Estate Group. I'll go over that in a little bit more detail a little bit later, but I chose that and I started working with them at the end of October. So fast forward a few weeks later, beginning of November, and my manager called, and if you couldn't tell, that's what that skit was at the beginning of the video. So my manager called. He asked me, hey Caleb, do you want to come back to work? And I told him, give me a little bit of time to think about it. I'll call you back in an hour. I already knew my answer would be, no, I'm not coming back, but I wanted to be, practical. So I took out a sheet of paper, I wrote a pros and cons list. The pros side had 2 good points. I forgot exactly what I wrote, but there were like 2 good points on the pro side, and there were like 4 bad points on the con side. So after seeing that, when the con side is longer, you gotta get out of there. So I called him back. I told him, I won't be coming back to work. And he was like, oh man, we don't want to lose, such a good worker like yourself, because I was a good worker. Not to toot my own horn, but they didn't want to lose me. So I said, I guess thank you, but I won't be coming back. Then I hung up. Then he called me back within 5 minutes, and he said, well, what if we gave you part-time? And I said, you know what, I gotta tell these people no. It sounds like a sweet deal, but as I'm about to get into it, you don't want to be deferring your dreams just based on some little bit of money right now. So I told him no. He wished me well. He said that, if I ever need a recommendation letter, he could write me a recommendation letter. And if I ever need to come back in the future to work, if I ever need money, I can come back. So I thanked him, and I want to say that's one good tip I could leave you with just to start the video off with. When you leave work, you want to leave on good terms. This is not even a part of the video, but I'm just thinking about it now. You always see in videos, people leave the workplace when they're fired, they're blowing up the office, and they're cursing people out. Do not do that, because you will need those people in the future. Never burn a bridge. So I left on good terms with them. So here are the main reasons why I quit my job and what you can learn from my experience. First, we have number 1. And number 1 here is delayed dream. So the main idea to get from here is you don't want to delay getting your dream job just because you're making money at a job that you currently don't like. As the quote says, and I found this online, I didn't make this up, your salary is the bribe they give you to forget your dreams. So don't just delay your dreams, keep putting it off. I knew that if I told him yes to come back to work, I would be there for 1 week, and then 1 month, and then a whole nother year, and then it would be 2021, end of 21, I'd be saying, man, why am I not a real estate agent? I've been thinking about this since 2019, and I still haven't done it. So don't delay your dream, especially for a little bit of money. When you have the opportunity to go follow your dreams, go do it. And I say this because if 2020 hasn't taught us anything, it's that you should follow your dreams, because tomorrow is not promised. You just don't know. So don't stay stuck at a job you don't like. Instead, create a plan and then leave. Go find your passion. Now, just a little bit of advice about that. Before you leave your job, you want to make sure you have a little bit of an emergency fund set up so you have a financial cushion. Be sure to have 3 to 6 months of expenses saved up so that when you're looking for this new job or starting this new business, you have money to cover your expenses. However, I understand that quitting immediately does not work for everybody. Maybe you have a lot of bills, you can't save a lot of money currently, I get it. But be sure you have some money coming in, save some money, generate some income. That way when the opportunity comes up for you to start that business or take on that dream job, you can take it. I just want to say, if you're getting any value out of this video, just click the like button down below. Also, click subscribe and turn on the notification bell. That way you'll be notified the moment I post my next video. And also, leave a comment down below. Today we're going to use the word #Storytime because that is the phrase that we're talking about today. Storytime of why I quit my job. And we're also going to do a question of the day here. The question of the day today is, have you ever quit a job you didn't like to follow your passion? Or maybe you're just thinking about doing it. Just leave your answer down below in the comment section. We're going to generate some really good conversation down there and get some good engagement going on this video. Doing these things really helps support my channel and it helps my content get pushed to a larger audience. So for doing this, I say thank you. And now we have number 2. Number 2 here is opportunity cost. The definition of opportunity cost is comparing 2 or more options and weighing the pros and cons in each situation in order to make the best decision possible. And when you're doing this, it's important to consider time and money, which can also be known as price, and also the value from making that decision. And it's so important that when you choose one option, you know that you are sacrificing the ability to reap the benefits from an alternative choice. If you'd like to learn more about this topic, just click the card right up here because I did a video in the past about opportunity cost, going over some practical examples and how we should really look at time and how this is pretty much what rich people do. So this is what we need to do if we want to get the most out of our time. So first, let's talk about the opportunity cost of staying at this job from a financial standpoint. If I stayed and I worked at this airport job, I would have been making around minimum wage, about $15.60 an hour, something like that, which means at the end of the month, I would make maybe $1,600, plus or minus. There'd be some reduced hours, but there's also some commission in there, but let's just round and say I'd make $1,600 a month. Compare that with, once I start working as a real estate agent, you know, I have the license now, if I just sell one of the basic houses, house for like $500,000, whatever, in Queens, New York. Because by the way, that's pretty much a basic house where I live in Queens, New York. If you see this in another part of the country, another part of the world, you might be saying, $500,000, that's a mansion! Well, where I live, that's just basic housing. Anyway, welcome to New York. But in New York, if I just sold a basic house like that, I pretty much net $2,500. And if I sell a house double that price, because some of the houses are 2-family houses, they might be like $1 million, 1.2, whatever, I can net pretty much up to $5,000. So you compare $1,600 from standing up at work, job I don't like, to up to $5,000 at a job I love. You know, it's a no-brainer. Go for the dream job. So that's one reason why I had to leave that old job and pursue this new job. And I admit that when working as a real estate agent, nothing is surefire. It's not surefire till you have the check in your hand. So I know that, you know, I say $5,000 and the money might not come through, but again, you gotta just, you know, go for the dreams, because if there's potential there, go for it. I also want to speak on the opportunity cost of your time. When I would work at the airport, especially after the pandemic hit, there was nobody to serve there. It was a sales job I was working at the airport, so it benefits us for there to be a lot of people and a lot of things happening so we can go and sell and make the day move faster and also make a little bit of commission. But after the pandemic hit, nobody was traveling, so there's nobody to sell to, so I would literally pace up and down, felt like an hour passed, look at my watch, 3 minutes passed. It was annoying. So I did not want to waste my time like that anymore. So I compared that with what I would be doing as a real estate agent. I could be working to generate leads and actually working toward making significantly more money as a real estate agent. Something I really enjoy doing. So the key is you have to think about your time. Maybe at a job you don't like, you're like, man, I'm standing around doing nothing, I'm sitting around. Think about what you could be doing with your time. And I remember this happened many times. I remember just standing around and I couldn't even do anything productive. It would be nice if I could put an AirPod in, listen to an audiobook, or get something done. But I couldn't at that job. I literally just have to stand there when there's nothing happening, and then maybe in a half an hour's time I walk to the other side, and maybe in another half an hour's time I walk to the other side, and then time just wasn't passing. So again, don't waste your life just whatever, just trying to make this little bit of checks. Sometimes you have to take the risk and go out there to actually make more money. So be sure to go for it. So fast forward to the end of November 2020, and I am a licensed real estate agent, and my brokerage is Monticello Real Estate Group. We sell houses primarily in Queens and Brooklyn, help people buy and sell their homes there. And if you're moving in different parts of the United States, we can help you find a brokerage in the neighborhood or the state that you want to move to. So if you're looking to rent, buy, or even sell a home, you can contact me and I will gladly help you out. But overall, that's where I am now. I've been working this for about a month or so. I call it a job. It's not really a job because I like doing it, and also I'm an independent contractor, so I kind of really don't like that word job. But anyway, I like it. I'm generating leads, talking to people, really trying to build that base. I understand at the beginning, you might not make a lot of money, and that's why, like I said at the top of the video, be sure to have 3 to 6 months of emergency funds saved up, because you never know. But I do feel this would be, a great time to just go for it. Take the risk. We're young, we have the opportunity to take the risk, take the risk. And even if it doesn't work out, at least when you get older, okay, when I was 24 years old, I took the risk. Don't be 40 or 50 or 60 saying, man, I should have did this when I was young, and now I have so much stuff going on in life, I can't even do it. Don't be that person. Don't be that person that lives with regret. Now is the time. Go follow your dreams. I challenge you. Overall, I want you to know that now is a great time to follow your dreams. If you're not happy with your current job, be sure to create a plan and then quit the current job. Make sure you have an emergency fund set up or generate some side income while you focus on getting that dream job or embarking on that amazing business opportunity. Consider the opportunity cost of staying at your current job with following your passion. After thinking it over, I'm sure you'll be happier and better off in your new position. I wish you all the best as you consider switching careers and/or starting that new business. Remember, there is no better time than the present. If you like this video, you can click the screen right over here for some more great content. And you can also click the screen over here, click my face to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.